Hello, 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 it's Enestor 27 coming to you guys with week number 7 of the NUH Battling League. Today, we got our hometown team, our Detroit Cobalions, going against the Sacramento Kingdras, the 2 and 4 team to beat on the other side. I was sort of scared with this team. This battle was very, very good. If you guys, this was probably the most intense game we've had the entire season. But before we go anywhere, I just wanted to make a little bit of an update with the whole battle spot hotspot thing. I did get it. Well, I didn't get it. I just had to set it up and all that. So Verizon didn't tell me that I was going to be able to activate it until Monday-ish. So there's that, and then I don't know how long it'll be until after that. So hopefully it'll be up this week. I don't know. It's definitely not going to be up tomorrow. I'm sorry. So tomorrow is going to be Eccentric Emerald, unfortunately, and no, not unfortunately. That was such a hassle to actually grind up for that. But that's another story. We got our battle today. It's I have the exact same team as I did last week. We had a pretty good run with this team. They've been working out. I've been appreciating the fact that with our little core with Sandslash and Vileplume, nobody really runs Ice type Pokemon, so that helps out a lot. And nobody really has Freeze Dry Pokemon, which helps out a lot because now we have Seismitoad for Alligator. Don't have to worry about Freeze Dry. I think it was Vanillux last week, which was a problem. Whatever, we're going to hop right into the battle. My thing's about to die. I am really sorry. I am sorry if you can hear me putting in my charger. It's been a while since I actually did this, but we're going to be issued by DT Blade. Oh yeah, check him out in the description below. He's a great guy. And yeah, stuffs and things. So I'm just going to lead off with my Alpha because I didn't know what he wanted to lead off with. He's going to lead off with his Mesprit. I knew from the beginning, it was like, yeah, he's going to set up Stealth Rocks, and I didn't really want to risk. Well, I knew I couldn't kill him R2-hit KO him even with a Fire Punch. So there's that. So I was like, what Pokemon can probably take this thing out after a U-turn? And I thought, oh, Foxy is modest, max special attack. We can do this. And she benefits from not taking any Stealth Rock damage beforehand. So I was just like, oh, we're going to be able to easily take this thing out. But then I remembered Mesprit is pretty fast, and I'm not invested in speed at all with this one. So I'm just going to go for a Dark Pulse, and it lives with like 1 HP. That was booty, and we're paralyzed, and this is garbage. I don't like it at all. So he's going to salvage his Mesprit as I get paralyzed. It's not that big of a deal. I think I went for a safe. I ended up going for a Dark Pulse again. It wouldn't have done too much against the Dragalge, but it could have been useful damage against it. It could have been a lot less of a hassle in the future, but whatever. I'm going to switch into my Vileplume because I was sort of not sure what this Dragalge wanted to go for as he goes for the Scald. He's going to get the burn. I'm just not going to bother me too much because this next turn I was going to plan on going for the Aromatherapy because I knew that I thought that Dragalges were meant to be like Choice Specs Pokemon. So I was like, okay, I can just sort of heal up without any problems. But he reveals he goes for the Sludge Bomb, and I'm just like, what does Dragalge run? And I started freaking out. I'm just like, is it like Assault Vest? Is it like bulky? I have no idea what this thing is running. So I just wanted to put this thing to sleep because I was scared because like Draco Meteor might finish me off from this range. So there goes the Dragalge. It's going nighty-night. I don't have anything that can do. So I'm just going to switch out. I'm going to actually bring in the Nickel, my Seismitoad, to possibly take out this thing with an Earth Power as he thankfully gets one more turn of sleep. And now I'm just like, yes, I got my quote-unquote free switch in because I did take rocks damage. But here I was like, yeah, odds are he's not going to want to take an Earth Power this early on. So I'm just going to go for a Sludge Wave. Wow, not Sludge Bomb. If it was Sludge Wave, it's much more powerful compared to Sludge Bomb. So I'm going to go for Sludge Wave as he brings in the Leavanny, predicting the Earth Power, which was a very nice play on myself. And I just like, yeah, odds are this thing might go for a grass type move, so I'm just going to switch that right back in because I quad resist it as he goes for the X Scissor, which I must applaud him for that one. That was a very good prediction, and he takes out that, which is very unfortunate because that was my one thing that I had for the Dragalge to sort of wall the Dragalge. So I'm going to send in my Choice Scarf Primeape. He knows damn well that I'm going to outspeed him, so he's going to switch out into his Weezing and knows that he can eat up any move that I'm going to go for. So I'm going to go for the safe U-turn to get the priority. The Weezing eats that up like it was nothing. Like, I think I did 2 HP. Maybe I might as well have just thrown like a penny at it. Just like, take that, Weezing. And after this turn, he's just gonna be recovering all his HP after the black sludge. Blah. But oh well, the black sludge is whatever. I don't really care for it. So now I'm just in this weird position where I sort of want to predict a switch out because I think the Weezings don't tend to be very especially defensive, but I just wanted to make sure that I could hit something very hard. I wanted to hit it very hard if he did indeed stay in. So I went for the Hydro Pump as he decides to snag off the Mesprit. So that's pretty good for me. Now I don't really have to worry about rocks anymore. And now he's going to switch in the Leavanny. The Leavanny is now a super problem because now I don't have anything to really resist a grass type move besides Foxy. But Foxy takes a lot of damage when it comes in with the Stealth Rocks. So he's going to go for an X-Scissor, and this does a lot of damage. I was like, holy shit, I thought it was a critical hit. But no, it's not. But thankfully for me, he doesn't know that I have no investment in speed. So because Ninetales has a higher base speed compared to Leavanny, he's going to switch out as I switch out. I'm going to switch into the Pecans, sort of predicting another X-Scissor. I thought I could eat it up better with Pecans. But he decides to make my life a little bit easier. Brings in the Sleeping Dragalge. And I'm just like, this is perfect. I can I can get rid of these rocks so my Foxy can live another day. And the Dragalge is going to get me with the Poison Point. And I'm just, the Poison Point really bothers me. It's not going to make that much of a difference because Scald is going to do a lot of damage whether or not it has the poison. And with the extra toxic damage, it's going to bring me down to, yeah, I might as well die range, you know? So I'm pretty sure at this point I'm willing to sack off Pecans because it doesn't no, I'm going to sack off something else to take on. Yeah, I bring in the Nickel predicting a Scald because for some reason I thought that, oh, we can easily bring back my HP. But no, he's going to go for the Sludge Bomb, and that's sort of going to bother me a little. It's not going to kill me, but it's still pretty reputable. So I'm just going to go for the Earth Power this turn because I didn't want to mess around with this Dragalge. And it did like nothing. It legitimately did no damage. I'm just like, what the hell? When is Dragalge so bulky? And then I sort of thought like, wow, Assault Vest might be its item right now. And I sort of thought, why didn't he go for a Draco Meteor on me? That could have done a lot of damage. But anyway, I'm just going to go for another, I think this turn I go for a safe Earth Power because I don't want to risk going for the Sludge Wave because it was relatively obvious he's going to switch out because if it came down to it, I would win in a one-on-one with the Dragalge because he had no recovery, I did. So there's that. And here, I thought that he would overpredict me and I would stay in, and I thought Seismitoad would be, oh, let's Sludge Wave the fuck out of it. But no, that's not going to happen. I'm going to end up dying like instantly. I thought Whimsicott wouldn't have any special attack investment, so I thought I would at least have a chance of living, but no, there goes that. But whatever, I'm just going to go for I'm going to bring in the Ninetales. I'm going to go for a Flamethrower. It's going to do nothing. It literally, like, I might as well have thrown like 2 pennies at it, if that. I think that 2 pennies could have done more damage than my measly Flamethrower. But I'm just going to switch out. I'm just like, yeah, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with a freaking Scald coming my way. So I'm going to bring in Prime to, just because I was like, if I don't get burned, then I can live. But he goes for the Sludge Bomb. He's going to get the poison. I'm just like, well, the hacks are sort of going against me right now. The game doesn't want me to win. I'm a ticking time bomb right now. I have no chances of living, and I was like, you know what, Prime, this is the only time you're going to stay out. So I'm going to go for straight Ice Punches because I knew the Weezing was going to come in, and actually, I wanted to make sure that I would A, hit everything, and B, it would at least be super effective on the Dragalge. I didn't know if he wanted to keep the Dragalge in, but if I knew he was going to switch out, I would have gone for a Waterfall because next turn I'm going to go for a Waterfall. I'm praying that I can at least get a flinch because I got a crit on the last turn. I was like, please, to make up for the poison, let me get a flinch. No, I don't get that, and Prime dies, and there goes that Pokemon. And I was like, well, damn. My Pokemon is dying slowly but surely, but I gotta believe that my Pokemon, who are almost all dead, like everyone is near death right now, besides Alpha, everyone's almost dead right now. So I'm gonna bring in Foxy, I make a very odd decision to go with a flamethrower as opposed to Psyshock. I knew that Psyshock would have been the best play right now, but I just wanted to make sure that the Weezing would die, and I was like, well, if he brings in the Dragals, I think I can finish him off with a Psyshock, and thankfully I do. Dragals doesn't have the best physical defense, so that was possibly the only reason why I killed it. I'm not sure. But Dragals, thankfully, is now gone, and now I'm in a bit of a better situation. But now he's going to bring in the Pyroar, and I'm just like, well, odds are I'm going to get outsped, and I sort of need this Ninetales for the Leavanny specifically. So I'm going to have to switch in Pecans just to die right now. Here, I thought he'd go for a Hyper Voice, which he does, which is a very, very safe play, as my Pecans does die, which is pretty obvious. I didn't expect him to live. So here, I bring in Alpha. I was like, yes, I'm going to be able to outspeed. Now I got to decide Stone Edge or Close Combat. But no, he surprises me. He's going to be Choice Scarf. He's almost going to take me out. And I'm just like, well, there goes my chance of possibly winning right there. But whatever. I'm just going to go for a Close Combat because I knew I did like a quick damage calc. I was like, what does matter more, Stone Edge or Close Combat? Stone Edge would have done 99.3% max. So I was like, well, I have to go for Close Combat. And here I was like, my only chances of winning are just to get Ninetales, whatever damage I can. So now I'm going to go for I go for the Close Combat on the Weezing because I wanted to safe switch into Ninetales. And now Ninetales is going against a 3 versus 1 situation right now. Can Foxy do it? I was very doubtful because Foxy had no speed in her, and that would pretty much force her. Because right now, I knew that I'd kill the Weezing because naturally I'm faster than it. Even if it was fully invested, I think I'd still outspeed it. But here, I thought he'd bring in the Leavanny by the fact that I switched out when he was last in, and it was sort of like it did a hella damage against me. But no, he brings in the Whimsicott, and I was like, is this Whimsicott very bulky or something? Because I'm sort of thinking that it can probably eat up one Flamethrower by the way he brings it in. So he's going to set up the Leech Seed to gradually take out the HP. I'm just like, yeah, you might die. You died, and your next Pokemon is probably gonna die. So it might have been better if you actually went for like an Energy Ball or a Moonblast. Probably a Moonblast because that's a higher base attack. So he's going to bring in the Leavanny, and here I was like, oh, I got this in the bag. He's got X-Scissor. I'm going to win, and he reveals he has the Poison Jab, and I thought I was going to die, but I live with like 26 HP, and that will be the game, guys. Foxy was able to get the sweep at the end, the nice 3-0 sweep at the end, and that, my friends, will be the game. Our 3-3 Cobalions will now be 4-3. It was a very good game. DT Blade. If you guys don't know him, go check him out in the description below. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button. And as for the question of the day, on a scale of 1 to 10, how clutch was Ninetales at the end right there? Did you guys honestly think that we'd lose? I sort of thought we were going to lose because I was like, well, we lost Seismitoad, and that was our best Pokemon to deal with half the Mons. But I guess Ninetales being bulky helped us out right there. Because if it wasn't bulky, well, if it was bulky, if it was fast, it wouldn't have been hit by anything essentially. So that could have been nice. But whatever, we're 4-3, and that's that. And I think next week we'll be taking on Razbowski. Not really sure, but I will make sure you guys will see on Friday essentially. But yeah, guys, if you guys aren't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, this has been Enestor, and I will see you guys later.